The Affleckton-Parkersburg Community School District would like to welcome you to tonight's live broadcast. We would like to thank Campbell Melaba Insurance, Parkersburg Hardware and Garden Center, Pit Stop Auto Service and Detailing, and Checkered Flag Trailer Sales and Service for sponsoring our postseason basketball live streams. These broadcasts would not be possible without them. Affleckton-Parkersburg Schools promotes good sportsmanship in all athletic events. Please respect the players, coaches, other fans, and officials at tonight's ball game. Now, who's ready for some basketball?
They hurt us the last time we played.
Good evening and welcome to Affleckton-Parkersburg High School. The Affleckton-Parkersburg Community Schools promotes good sportsmanship in all athletic events. Please respect the players, coaches, other fans, and officials at tonight's ball game. The officials for tonight's ball game are Bob Squires, Todd Raby, and Jack Jaspers. Tonight, the Affleckton-Parkersburg Falcons take on the Dike New Hartford Wolverines. The lineup for the Wolverines: a senior, number 2, Devin Kolash. A senior, number 3, Jacob Stockdale. A senior, number 4, Nathan Graves. A junior, number 11, Braxton Johnson. A senior, number 21, Brewer Eichenberg. Head coach for the Wolverines is Greg Moore, assisted by Chad Meester, Andy Schmitz, and Dan Schmitz. And now for your Affleckton-Parkersburg Falcons. A senior, number 1, Jaden Mackey. A sophomore, number 2, Gavin Thomas. A junior, number 3, Garrett Hempen. A senior, number 5, Kale Ryherd. And a senior, number 54, Christian Hogstead. The Falcons are coached by Aaron Thomas, assisted by Jason Berkey, Connor Newroth, Gary Flanagan, Keaton Hempen, Garrett Meyer, and Josh Hahn. Please stand as our national anthem is sung by Shayla Barrett.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right. Here we go. Go. How long, Mitch? Christian Hogstead for AP will be jumping it up against Brewer Eichenberg of DNH. Referee points out directions, saying who's going where. The ball is in the air. The opening tip-off is controlled by Affleckton-Parkersburg. They move it from right to left as we see it courtside here at the AP gym. It's Gavin Thomas run to the point here for AP. Dishes a pass near side to Mackey as they whip it around the perimeter. Now it's Ryherd. Cross-court passes stolen away by Dike New Hartford. It's Braxton Johnson, and here come the Wolverines. Dike New Hartford with a takeaway, nearly bounces off the ref in the backcourt. and Dyke New Hartford keeps it alive here on this opening possession of the ball game. District semifinal action. Winner advances to Tuesday's district final. Wolverines with a basketball just underway. 35 seconds into the game. Graves dribbles it to the left and throws a pass up to Johnson at top of the key after Appleton Parkersburg turned it over for the first time tonight on possession number 1. Dyke New Hartford slowing the pace down. Kolash dishes it behind to Graves, and he just looks up at the bucket. Now slaps the ball and bounces it to Eichenberg. He loses it and picks it up in front of the Wolverine crowd.
Oh, that's a double dribble.
And the possession stays alive, no call.
So
toss it over to Graves.
If you're Dyke New Hartford, one of the chances that they're going to put themselves into is we're going to slow the game down, we're going to limit possessions, and we're going to give ourselves a chance. We're not going to let Appleton Parkersburg run up and down the court, shooting threes, getting in transition. I think Dyke New Hartford is in the old, we're not going to take nothing but a layup. And they were in their 2-3 zone. Appleton Parkersburg turned it over, and they're just going to pass it around.
6.5 to go in the first quarter. Wolverine student section, it's a packed set of bleachers over there. They're on their feet and clapping. Now they bounce it up to Graves. Dyke New Hartford just passing this thing around. It's a long possession that's lasted well over a minute. Now it's Kolash as the crowd starts to really get loud over on the visitor side. Here's Graves holding on to it. Now it's nearly stolen away and a foul against Tempen. And the Wolverine fans sure like that one. First foul of the game, and DNH to inbound from right in front of the Appleton Parkersburg team bench.
Well, what happens to high school kids and all people, the longer you have to play defense, the less you're going to play of it, which is going to open up a backdoor potential layup. We'll see what happens.
And Kolash passes tip, and it's picked up by Mackey. Here comes AP, 1-on-2. Mackey has it knocked away, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dyke New Hartford. Braxton Johnson was trailing him down, and he knocks it out. AP keeps it. The teams have traded turnovers and still no score. 5:55 to play in the first quarter. They inbound it to Ryard. AP wants to move with tempo now. They feed it into Hogstead in the lane. Dishes it other side. Backside layup is rejected, but a foul called as Ryard was going up with it. It's 2-1. Brewer Eichenberg gets called for the arm contact. And 2 free throws coming up.
Just like we alluded to in the pregame, you need to double Christian Hogstead and make him give it up. He did, and they actually doubled from the bottom side. This is where you have to do it, and he got rid of it. So
Ryard at the line. The first one swirls out. It's no good. It's a packed house on both sides tonight. Just like we expected, there were people rolling in here around 5:15, an hour and 15 minutes before tip-off. Second free throw is missed. Kolash tips the rebound to Eichenberg, and the Wolverines still with a chance for the game's first points as Ryard goes 0 for 2 at the stripe. They toss it forward to Johnson, who holds it in the right wing, puts down the dribble and bounces it to the corner. Stockdale pops up a 3. That one rims out. Rebound chased down by Ryard. Here comes AP with tempo. It's Thomas. Pops one up from 2-point range, and it's good. A mid-range jumper from Gavin Thomas gets the Falcons on the board. It's 2-0 AP. That's how Appleton Parkersburg wants to play this game, and they got the early lead. 5:15 to play here in the first quarter. Down to Kolash, back to Graves in the left wing. Looks to throw a pass and bounces it up to Eichenberg, who's standing at the Falcon logo midcourt. As we approach the 5-minute mark of the first quarter, 2-0 Falcons with the lead. They throw it down for Graves. Bounce it down, looking for Eichenberg, and tipped out by Hogstead. So it stays with Dyke New Hartford.
One of the things Coach Thomas might want to think about, not yet, at some point in time, is to get them to go quicker, you're going to need to go double the ball. So that makes them get rid of the ball, and then they have to go to the basket. So we'll see what time brings.
Wolverines with the basketball. Dyke New Hartford coaching staff is on their feet. They're yelling out, making noise. 4:45 to play in the first quarter. Still 2-0 AP. And it's Kolash with it. Mackey tries getting the tip, but Kolash there to pick it up. And they throw it nearly a steal at midcourt. It's picked up by the Wolverines. Here comes Kolash, found the opening and dishes it back to Eichenberg. Dyke New Hartford is being really picky with their shot selection, slowing this thing down. Graves with a catch at the top of the key. Down to 4:21 to play in the first quarter. Just about halfway through the period, and there's only one bucket so far, and a whistle as Thomas was sailing to try to get the tip pass, and a timeout is called. It's a 30. We will keep it right here. It's Dyke New Hartford trailing Appleton Parkersburg 2-0 with 4:16 to play in quarter number 1. And Coach Moore calling a timeout to try to dial a couple things up. What do you think about this timeout here?
Well, it seems a little early, but I think what he's telling his kids is, and he keeps reiterating it to the kids that gets the ball out front, is get into triple threat and don't dribble until you have to. Now, the other side of this is Appleton Parkersburg averages about 23 points a quarter, and we've got 2 halfway through the first. So it's one of those games that first team to 40 is probably going to be your victor.
First team to 40. That's a bold prediction, but at this point, it's 2-0 halfway through one period. We'll see how it goes. So Dyke New Hartford inbounds it to Kolash. He gets trapped in the corner and does get it away. Stops the dribble, uses it up, and he does just get a pass through to Graves. Now they bounce it down underneath. Johnson missed the layup. Rebound goes to Hogstead, and here comes AP. 2-0 lead and the basketball. Mackey dribbles it down the floor. Cooper Hoff in the game, pops up a 3, missed it short, gets his rebound. And the Falcons keep it alive. Here comes Mackey. They dish it to the top, and he misses the 3. Rebound goes to Eichenberg. It bounced off the rim, and here comes Dyke New Hartford. Into the front court as Thomas was back there trailing, playing some defense. We're over the halfway point of this first quarter, and it's still 2-0 Appleton Parkersburg.
We're starting to trap. We're trying to get them to go a little faster than they want to.
Down to the corner, it's Eichenberg. Baseline drive, dumps it to the other side. Johnson puts it in for 2 from the left, and it's 2-2. Dyke New Hartford has tied it up. Eichenberg the assist, Johnson the bucket. Here come the Falcons, looking to take the lead back. 3:19 to play in the first quarter.
Dyke switched defenses. Now they're in a man-to-man, doubling Hogstead and leaving Ryard. But Ryard isn't in there.
Mackey works it in the paint, dishes it to Hempen, pops up a 3, no good from the left wing. Bouncing high, rebound goes to Eichenberg, and here come the Wolverines. A bucket gives them the lead. It's a 2-2 ball game, 3 minutes to go in the first. Into the front court, Eichenberg gets it to Stockdale, inside Graves, body contact against Mackey, and a foul called. 2 free throws coming up for Dyke New Hartford as Jaden Mackey going to get called for the blocking foul. Nope, arm contact, I guess.
Shooting 2.
So it's Nathan Graves at the line for Dyke New Hartford. A 58% free throw shooting team. And the first one no good. Remember, the Falcons missed a pair of free throws way earlier on in the game with Cale Ryard.
And Nathan Graves shoots 58.5 himself. He's right at the team average.
Second free throw is up, and good, he switches it. And it's 3-2, Dyke New Hartford. Graves with 1, Johnson with 2, and Thomas the only 2 for Appleton Parkersburg. Coach Aaron Thomas pacing the sideline, calls out the signal.
2 minutes, 45 seconds. Wolverines 3, Falcons 2.
Hempen lobs it up for Hogstead in the lane, tips around, has it taken away. That's another Falcon turnover. It's taken away by Eichenberg. Lob pass to him, top of the key, dribbles with the left hand, dishes it out. And Stockdale was open, but he's steady, drives into the lane. Underhand shot is good off the window. It's 5-2 Wolverines. Jacob Stockdale in for 2, and the Wolverines are up by 3.
Nice move by Jacob. Ball fake, duck under.
Cooper Hoff lobs up a 3. Rebound goes to Hogstead, who was missed way short, out of bounds. Last touch by Dyke New Hartford. And Benton Bixby, fresh into the lineup, can't believe it. So the Falcons keep it here. It'll be Hempen to throw it in. The Wolverines have drawn up the exact game plan that it would take to beat this Falcon team. They bounce it to Hoff. Down to a corner 3, Hempen. Missed off the rim. Rebound tipped around. Controlled it by Dyke New Hartford. Hoff is there to rip it away, and the jump ball called. And who's got the possession arrow? Dyke New Hartford does, so they'll get it back. This, I don't want to bring up the Wapsie Valley game for AP, but it's looking like
very similar.
Very similar, man.
Very similar. Right now, Appleton Parkersburg isn't shooting very well. Dyke New Hartford's playing lights out, and they have a game plan very similar to what Wapsie Valley did.
They did their homework for sure. They bounce it to Bixby, holds it overhead in the right wing, looks to pass it. Wolverines in their road blue jerseys, Falcons in their home whites. Lob pass chased down by Stockdale, or check that, Kolash, and the Wolverines keep it alive. $1:40 to play first quarter.
5.
And there is the 5-second call. So Dyke New Hartford gives it right back. No, did they get the timeout? Yes, they did.
They got the timeout.
Full timeout with 1:37 to play. We'll take it with them. It's Appleton to Parkersburg trailing Dyke New Hartford 5-2. Back after this on KQCR.
Campbell Mellema Insurance and Real Estate provides the service you expect. With over 50 years of experience, they are available to assist you with all your insurance and real estate needs. Campbell Mellema Insurance and Real Estate is your local agent, helping protect what's important to you.
Checkered Flag Trailer Sales and Service. High-class trailers at an affordable price. Whether for work or for play, we can offer a trailer to fit your budget or lifestyle. Our models and sizes range from a 4x6 cargo trailer to 8x52 cargo haulers, with dozens of standard features. If our standard offerings are not what you're looking for, we have several option packages and hundreds of options to choose from. Checkered Flag Trailers Sales and Service, a part of Pit Stop Auto Service and Detailing at 108 6th Street in Parkersburg.
We're back in Parkersburg. It's Class 2A District Semifinal basketball. Out of a Wolverine timeout, it's Dyke New Hartford 5, Appleton Parkersburg 2 here in Parkersburg. 90 seconds to play in the first quarter. Wolverines with a basketball. They avoided a 5-second call by calling timeout. They have 3 left, AP with all 5 left. They lob a pass to Johnson, throws it out to Eichenberg, top of the key. Dyke New Hartford with several long, drawn-out possessions here in this first quarter down at their offensive end. Now it's Johnson dribbling it right down to the corner. Gets knocked a little bit by Thomas. No foul call. And they pass it up top of the key. Colin Meester fresh into the lineup. Wolverines holding on to it. 40 seconds after the timeout. Stockdale spins. Right block. Tries going up with it. He gets rejected. It goes back to AP. Here comes Cooper Hoff sprinting down the floor. They pass it to Thomas. And he'll dribble it low. He'll circle around at the left wing. Down to 48 seconds in the first. And they get it out to Mackey. AP needs Mackey to get going in a big way here in this type of a game. Lob it up to Hoff.
Right now, Appleton and Parkersburg needs anybody to get going right now. So Dyke New Hartford's back to a 2-3 zone. Mr. Hogstead is out of the lineup. That was a 37-second possession for Dyke New Hartford last time.
Picked up on the floor. Mackey has his pocket pick, but the Falcons get it right back with Hoff. He misses the layup. Ryard misses the layup. Missed buckets galore for AP here in the first quarter. It's 5-2 with 13 seconds left in the period. What a stunning turn of events here in Parkersburg. Here comes a 3. Good. It's Braxton Johnson, and it's 8-2 Wolverines. 1 second left. Hempen at half court. He doesn't get the shot off. And that brings us to the end of the first. It's Dyke New Hartford 8, Appleton Parkersburg 2. Can you believe it? We'll take the timeout. Back after this on KQCR.
.62, Coach. 62. First down. We're doing this so that the kids can continue to play. Like we used to enjoy playing when I was in high school. I understand how fun it was, and I want that same fun to be had by the kids now. So that's why we need more officials to keep these games going on.
Pit Stop Auto Service and Detailing. We're called Pit Stop for a reason. When timeliness and accuracy matters, we're the best auto shop to turn to. Repairs, maintenance, and detailings are the core of our business. Stop on by our location at 108 6th Street, Parkersburg when you need to take a pit stop.
We're back live inside the Appleton Parkersburg High School Gymnasium as we start the second quarter. It's Dyke New Hartford 8, Appleton Parkersburg 2. John Mowinkle, Brian Boozman with you here on this Thursday night. It's district semifinal basketball here in Class 2A. Falcons with the basketball on their offensive end. And Cale Schodeman into the game for the first time. Hogstead finds a wide open pass to the bucket and slams it down home for 2.
That was a set play coming out of the quarter. I saw Coach talking to Gavin right before they went out there. It was a set play where Christian was able to pin his man. Nice entry pass from Mr. Nuroff. So we have some subs in there right now. Schoeneman and Nuroff, Mr. Hogstead, Mackey, and Gavin.
AP crowd comes to life with that dunk. It's 8-4 Wolverines. Nearly a steal by Schoeneman. Stockdale finds an opening and a blocking foul called on AP. Coach Thomas staring down the ref. And this one goes on Nick Neuroth. His first of the game. Neuroth and Schoeneman, bench players in the game for Appleton Parkersburg. Wolverines to throw it in from the baseline. They heave it in deep as Kolash has to drift back into the backcourt to haul it in. 7:10 to play here in the second quarter. 8-4, Dyke and Hartford leads Appleton Parkersburg. Here's Eichenberg holding onto it at the midcourt logo. Dyke and Hartford, winners of 5 of their last 7, have started to play a lot better here down the stretch.
They got a mismatch with Graves down in the block on Neuroth.
Down to 6:50 to play. Dyke and Hartford using a lot of time on this clock, and it's working out for him so far. Here's Graves, top of the key. Guarded up by Hogstead, way up there. Man-on-man defense. Hogstead tips a pass. It's chased down in the corner. Saved by out of bounds. It was Nick Neuroth down to the corner, and he throws it off of the Wolverines. So that's how the Falcons finally get it back in the most unconventional of ways. But here comes AP with a basketball. Down 8-4.
Another set play coming. Dyke and Hartford switched to man.
Here's Neuroth, faked a shot down to the right wing.
They got to go high-low.
Throw near side, Thomas pops up a 3. You betcha! Gavin Thomas makes it a 1-point game from the left wing. He's got 5 of AP's 7 points. And Kolash has to throw it in now. Time is ticking. They lob it in. Thomas there to contest it, and Johnson able to pull it down. A little bit of out of sync there for Dyke and Hartford on that one. Kolash loses the handle on it. Out of bounds to AP. Wow. An unforced error as he was being guarded by Gavin Thomas. And the Falcons with a chance to take the lead. Here's Hempen into the front court for AP. Dishes a pass to Hogstead, who dribbles it right, comes off a screen, hands it off to Hempen, dribbles to the free throw line, kicks it out to Mackey, thought about the 3, drives down to the right short corner, and backs things out here. Low scoring affair, 8-7, Wolverines with a lead. Falcons looking to take it back. Mackey straight on 3, yes! Appleton Parkersburg takes the lead. It's 10-8 Falcons. What a start to the second quarter for AP. Here come the Wolverines down the other way. Stockdale gets it to go, takes it coast to coast, and the underhand shot just barely falls down through.
This pace benefits Appleton Parkersburg. The previous pace benefited Dyke New Hartford.
Yeah.
That was a nice take by Stockdale.
Thomas thought about a 3 instead. He drives to the lane along the baseline and lays it in for 2. Now the Falcons are starting to roll. You get Jaden Mackey involved, and things are starting to look a whole lot better for Appleton Parkersburg. They lead at 12-10. 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 12-10 AP. It's a Graves holding on to it in the left wing. Dribbles up top of the key. Out to the volleyball line, guarded closely by Hogstead. And now it's a stolen pass. They had to peer around and try to get it away along the half-court stripe. And there's Gavin Thomas taking it all the way into the rack for 2. 14-10 Falcons. And a foul on the other way. It's an offensive foul. And Gavin Thomas pumping up the crowd. 14-10 AP and an offensive foul called. And Coach Moore, right in front of the broadcaster's table, sharing a word with one of the referees.
I didn't see what happened. The referee was standing right in my direct line of path.
The foul goes on Devin. Oh, can't be on Kolash. He's not in the game.
It was. They just took him out.
All right. Yep. 4:25 to play in the second quarter as Hempen dishes a pass to Mackey. No look down to Thomas, down to the left, down to the right corner.
They're really looking to Mr. Hogstead.
Cross-court pass to Neuroth, dribbles around his defender, takes it to the rack and in for 2. How about that for Nick Neuroth getting in on the action, and the Falcons are up by 6. 16-10, Dyke New Hartford just with 2 points in this second quarter to Appleton Parkersburg's 14. We're halfway through the second period, 16-10 AP, and the Wolverines with a basketball. Meester gets the catch top of the key. Now he fires it to Eichenberg, who holds onto it. Wolverine student section has started to quiet down a little bit while AP's is getting louder. It's on the floor, picked up by Mackey. Here comes Appleton-Parkersburg. Mackey between the legs, stops in the lane, pops it up. Oh, he couldn't get the roll. It's missed, and the rebound goes to Eichenberg. You don't see Mackey missing that kind of shot too often. 3.5 to play in the second quarter. Shimmy shake here by Meester. Into lane, stops, has it blocked away. Hogstead there to chase it down, but Meester picks it up for Dyke New Hartford. Lob to the corner, wide open, Stockdale, 3, and it's good. He cuts the deficit in half. Stockdale with a tray, he's got 5 points. Into the front court comes Appleton-Parkersburg. 3 minutes to play till halftime. Newroth top of the key, fakes to the left, goes to the right. Thomas, wide open, 3, missed it short. Rebound chased down by Meester, and it picked up by the Wolverines. He stops the dribble, and no travel called. It's a foul on Thomas instead.
Thomas.
And not much argument from Coach Aaron Thomas on that one. So in comes Cooper Hoff.
Sam living good. Boy, Sam has not played for quite a while. Good to see him out there as a senior. I did see Nick Nuroff tugging on his jersey. He told Coach Thomas I think he was ready for a break, but he played his rear end off when he was out there. So
2:49 to play till half. Appleton-Parkersburg 16, Dyke New Hartford 13. Jarek Hall into the ball game for Dyke New Hartford. Wolverines with a basketball here in this one-possession game. Lob a pass to no one. It bounces out of bounds straight to the AP bench.
A little miscommunication between the two younger kids, sophomore and a freshman. One advantage Dyke New Hartford has is they have Christian Hogstead defending somebody at the Falcon, so that should leave the lane wide open. One of them saw it and one of them didn't.
16-13, Falcons with a lead. They bounce it down to Hogstead in the lane. Dishes it out to Livingood. Now it's Hoff again. Hempen back to Hoff, top of the key. Falcons working it around the perimeter. Now Hempen takes off, left side of the lane, and bounces it back to Hogstead. Round the horn go the Falcons. They get it to Livingood in the right block and dishes it back out to Mackey. Thought about a 3. Jab step out there in the corner, and they'll reset things with Hoff. 2:05 to play in the second quarter. Hogstead bouncing and bodies off defenders. Hempen with a 3, and it's good. Garrett Hempen, you don't leave that man wide open. He'll knock down the 3 every time, and that's his first bucket of the game.
Good to get Garrett good to get him rolling.
$1:50 to play till halftime. 19-13, Falcons with the lead. Stockdale dribbles left.
Oh, here we go.
Corner 3, missed too strong by Bixby. Rebound goes to the Falcons. Here comes Mackey, racing down the floor. Takes it all the way into the lane, and he's fouled from behind. A blocking foul on Dyke New Hartford, and 2 free throws coming up for Jaden Mackey.
I was going to say, Garrett's got a scorer's mentality, and sometimes it takes a layup, a free throw, or just to get going. Now that you've got some confidence, got the rhythm, I think he'd be ready to go.
And it's Mackey at the line, shooting a pair for Appleton-Parkersburg, and he misses the first. 75% free throw shooter, but Mackey could not hit that one. AP as a team is right around 73%. Braxton Johnson comes back into the game, replacing Jarek Hall, who came off the bench for a couple minutes of action.
He's a nice-looking athlete. I can see why he was a stellar football player.
Oh, yeah. Second free throw by Mackey is good, and he goes 1 for 2. Jaden Mackey up to 4 points for AP. Averages around 22.
Tell you what, Appleton-Parkersburg is going really small right now. I see 4 guards and Cale Ryard.
Yeah. Trying to get the pace moving here as we approach halftime. Minute 25 to go till the break. Wolverines with the ball. Meester gets the catch, and a foul called on AP along the near sideline. This one goes against
Sam
2-3.
Living good.
Hey, Colin, out here.
Minute 23 to play till half. And Eichenberg to throw it in from the AP, right in front of the AP coaching staff. Looking, and they get it in to Johnson. Back to Eichenberg. 20-13 the score. Falcons up by 7. Wolverines with the basketball as Meester uses up the dribble and gets it up top of the key to Bixby. Works it against Ryard. Now back to Johnson, right side of the floor. 1:06 to play till halftime. Here's Eichenberg. Wolverines keeping it outside the perimeter. Nearly a tip pass by Livingood, and here comes Meester working it against Livingood. They throw a pass to the near side Bixby and up top to Stockdale. Wolverines being picky with their shot selection yet again here. 48 seconds to play till halftime. Here comes Stockdale, takes off and lobs it to Bixby. Now Eichenberg in the corner, left side. Goes along to the baseline. Nice drive for him. Reverse layup is good. Brewer Eichenberg, believe it or not, that's his first points of the game.
Nice looking reverse layup.
30 seconds till halftime. Falcons with the basketball. Now they work it into Hempen. Has it knocked from behind, but they keep it alive. Hoff with a straight on three. Missed off the rim. Rebound goes to Ryard, and he's fouled. Got hit in the face right after he secured the rebound.
On the floor.
Not a shooting foul yet. Falcons with 5 team fouls, Wolverines with 4. And it's the second of the game for Benton Bixby. In come Hogstead and Mackey for the final 20.5 seconds of the first half.
Try to get a last minute score here.
Hempen to inbound. Slaps the ball, looking, tosses it in and finds Ryard.
It's going to go to the corner to Garrett.
It's Thomas with the three, no good from the left side. Rebound goes to Eichenberg, 13 seconds in the half. Dyke New Hartford will slow this down and hold for the last shot. 6 seconds, here's Johnson, throws it to Eichenberg. Baseline left, Brewer Eichenberg dishes it out. Here comes a three, no good. Air ball too strong at the buzzer, missed by Bixby, and that brings us to halftime. Applington-Parkersburg bounces back in the second quarter. Still a long way to go. At the halftime break, it's Applington-Parkersburg 20, Dyke New Hartford 15. We'll take the timeout. This is district semifinal basketball from Parkersburg on KQCR.
Good. Good sportsmanship is also showing high character and accountability, doing what is right and setting a good example not only on the court but in the classroom as well.
Campbell Mellema Insurance and Real Estate provides the service you expect. With over 50 years of experience, they are available to assist you with all your insurance and real estate needs. Campbell Mellema Insurance and Real Estate is your local agent, helping protect what's important to you.
From paints to socks, toys to tools, Parkersburg Hardware and Garden Center has it all. Parkersburg Hardware and Garden Center, voted the world's best small town hardware. 504 Highway 57, Parkersburg. Open 8 to 6 Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 on Saturdays.
We can control our body language, which speaks way louder than words do. Let's get started here. Let's go. Let's have a day.
Checkered Flag Trailer Sales and Service. High-class trailers at an affordable price. Whether for work or for play, we can offer a trailer to fit your budget or lifestyle. Our models and sizes range from a 4x6 cargo trailer to 8x52 cargo haulers, with dozens of standard features. If our standard offerings are not what you're looking for, we have several option packages and hundreds of options to choose from. Checkered Flag Trailers Sales and Service, a part of Pit Stop Auto Service and Detailing at 108 6th Street in Parkersburg.
It's still growing. The Radio on the Go mobile app has reached another milestone, 1,100 downloads. If you haven't downloaded it yet, just visit Google Play or the App Store and search for Radio on the Go. Click install and wait for the magic to happen. Just like that, you have access to all kinds of local information right at your fingertips. What are you waiting for? News, sports, weather, markets, live streams, and so much more are waiting for you on the Radio on the Go mobile app.
Twice to Appleton Parkersburg this year, would love nothing more than to end the hopes and dreams of their bitter rivals to the northwest. We're underway here in the second half. Wolverines with the ball as they move it from right to left as we see it. Eichenberg stops his dribble. Check that, it's Graves. Looks to throw it away, and gets it over to Devin Kolash. Dribbles the ball at knee level. Toss it to Graves, nearly a throwaway. It is picked up by AP, but Gavin Thomas can't hang on to it, and he loses it out of bounds right in front of the Dike New Hartford crowd. It'll be Wolverine basketball. Nearly a turnover there on the opening possession of the third quarter. So they toss it into the backcourt to Braxton Johnson. 20-15 the score. Appleton Parkersburg with the lead. Dike New Hartford with the basketball. It's Graves holding on to it. He's got just 1 point to his name so far tonight. Now Kolash guarded by Jaden Mackey, deep in the wing. Kolash takes off to the left and stops the dribble, heaves it to Graves, top of the key. Again, just underway here in the third quarter. 55 seconds gone. Graves takes it up to the rack, and a foul called. This will be Christian Hogstead. 2 free throws coming up for Dike New Hartford, and that's the first foul on either team of this second half. Blocking foul, and that is Hogstead's first of the game. So here's Dike New Hartford on their opening possession of the third quarter, continuing to slow down that pace. And the first free throw is good by Graves. He doubles his scoring total. And you brought up an interesting point about this pace here when we were at the break.
Yeah, I'll cover that here in just a minute when we get done with our possession.
Sounds good.
Dike New Hartford took a minute off the clock in the first possession.
20-16, and here come the Falcons. 6:55 to play in the third quarter, and Thomas dribbles it low to the ground. Mackey comes flying to the left side of the floor. He receives the pass. Now dribbles it to the right and back to Thomas up top. Thomas throws the pass to Cale Ryard, who uses up that dribble and gets it up to Thomas.
I think coach is going to want to put Cooper Hoff in here in just a second to try to spread their defense out a little bit.
Thomas heaves a pass across the floor to Hempen. Gets to Mackey, looks at the bucket, and goes back to Hempen. Baseline drive, left side, heaves it out. Wide open, Thomas for 3. You betcha, he rattled it down through. Gavin Thomas from downtown, another 3-ball for him. He's into double figures with 12, the first one there tonight for AP. 23-16 Falcons. Here come the Wolverines.
So Dike New Hartford's, they're taking the opportunity to take as much air out of the ball as they can each possession. I was telling John at halftime that this is the last year a team can do that. Next year when we go to the shot clock, they're going to have to get rid of the ball in 35 seconds. They're averaging probably 45 seconds of possession. So in about 9 months when basketball kicks off again, this strategy will not be applicable in high school basketball.
Here's a bounce to Graves, who rattles it down through, gets the catch in the right block, rises up, and gets it to fall. 23-18, Graves with his first field goal of the game. He's up to 4 points, 23-18. Back to a 5-point margin, right where we were at the halftime break. Thomas throws a pass to Mackey, thought about a 3, steps inside the arc, pops it up, no good from 17 feet out. He was too strong on it. Rebound goes to Johnson of the Wolverines, and here comes Dike New Hartford. Johnson picks up the pace into the front court a little bit. and bounces it up to Graves. Dike New Hartford has been keeping these high-flying Falcons at bay here throughout the entirety of this game. Falcons definitely gained the edge in that second quarter. Baseline drive and a foul called. It was Jacob Stockdale about to fly up to the rack, and a blocking foul goes on Gavin Thomas of AP.
He's got 2.
Yep. And that's the second team foul for the Falcons as well. Mackey heads to the bench.
Well, that seems a little early for him. You know, when Jaden typically hits multiple shots in a row, and I don't think he's made 2 in a row tonight.
I don't think so. So they get into Eichenberg, turns around, goes up and off the window, it's good. Nice spin by Brewer Eichenberg. That's just his 3rd and 4th points of the game. All of a sudden it's back to a 23-20 ball game. Falcons with the lead and the ball. 4:40 to play in the 3rd. Give it up to Hempen. Throws a no-look pass left. Now they go back to the right to Thomas.
2-3 zone and
all the way across for Neuroth. Drives along the baseline, dribbles it out, and it's Thomas with it in the right corner.
Well,
covered up.
Christian, Hogstead, and Graves are going at it in the post.
Yeah. Here comes another Thomas 3. It's good again. He skipped it off the backboard, it looked like, and it goes down through for the tray. 26-20.
He's got 15 points, leading scorer in the ball game.
4:08 to play in the 3rd quarter. It's Graves top of the key, dishes it back to Eichenberg. Dike New Hartford is controlling the tempo of this game. That was a long possession for Appleton Parkersburg too. Under 4 minutes to play 3rd quarter. We're halfway through the period. And here's Braxton Johnson holding it on overhead and throws it to Stockdale. 14 points a game, one of the leading scorers for Dike New Hartford.
Whoa.
Neuroth hits the floor. A little shaky getting up, but he's still out there playing hard. Now they dish it inside. It's Graves, kicks it out, and it's Stockdale. Had an open look for a sec, got covered up and took off into the lane. And he'll back things out once again. I'm surprised Stockdale didn't pop up that 3. He was wide open.
Yeah, they won't even, Dike New Hartford's not even taking an open shot right now. I'm not sure Mr. Mackey, he must have to go out for a quick one. He's coming back in.
Here's a drive along to the baseline by Eichenberg, and they throw it out. Around the perimeter, and they throw a pass. It goes off the side of the backboard. Braxton Johnson tried throwing it all the way across the floor, and a grimace on Coach Greg Moore's face.
Yeah, the basket and the backboard kind of got in the way of that pass, but I knew where he was going with it. It just should have been a little lower.
So Appleton Parkersburg gets the takeaway as Dike New Hartford turns it over. Turnovers have been pretty low so far. Neuroth is holding on to it now, 26-20. Coach Thomas holding up the paper on the side of his mouth.
Here's a philosophy that has been around for quite a while is we're ahead, we have the ball, they're in a zone. Nick Neuroth could stand there until the cows come home, but we're not gonna. We're gonna have Garrett and then Gavin.
Gavin Thomas pops up a baseline jumper and airballs it. Oh man. You can see Coach Thomas holding up the paper, shielding his mouth. No one could read his lips. And timeout, Greg Moore. 2:27 to play 3rd quarter. It's Appleton Parkersburg 26, Dike New Hartford 20. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. It's District 7 semifinal basketball from Parkersburg on 98.9 KQCR.
Good. Good sportsmanship is also showing high character and accountability, doing what is right and setting a good example not only on the court but in the classroom as well.
We're back inside the Appleton Parkersburg High School Gymnasium. District semifinal basketball. It's Appleton Parkersburg 26, Dike New Hartford 20. Wolverines with 2 timeouts left. AP still with all 5. And Dike New Hartford to inbound underneath the basket on their offensive end. And they get it into Eichenberg as they try to set something up. continuing to utilize the glacial pace. Stockdale passes it to Graves, who holds onto it at the volleyball line. Now Johnson steps into a three, missed it off the rim. Nice rebound, Eichenberg goes back up with it and puts it in for two. Brewer Eichenberg, that's what he does, man.
He is a man down there. His arms are just long and he can jump. What an athlete.
$1:55 to play here in the third quarter.
Parkersburg looks a little hesitant. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it's the pace on the defensive end, but they're at a snail's pace themselves.
Falcons with the ball. Hempen tosses it all the way across the court to Mackey. Thought about a three, steps into the arc, gets it out to Thomas. He's got the hot hand in this game. Now Mackey dishes a pass near side, back to Thomas. Around the perimeter to Mackey, thought about a three again and doesn't shoot it. Mackey hesitant with his shot tonight. Very unusual. Not this time. He lets it fly from downtown, but he misses it too strong. Rebound controlled by Johnson of the Wolverines. 1:17 to play in the third quarter. You think they hold on to this one the rest of the period?
We switched defenses. We went to a 1-3-1, so it's going to be easier to trap than it is out of a man. So they're going to keep passing around. Somebody's going to be open for Dyke New Hartford. They're just going to have to find him, and it's going to be in the corners.
Corner three, it's Brewer. Eichenberg rattles it home, and it's a 1-point game. They say it's a long two, actually, 26-24. So Eichenberg with the long two. He's got 8 points. 49 seconds till the end of the third quarter. The Falcons with about basketball. Hempen brings it up top of the key to Thomas. Round the horn, they get it to Mackey. Back to Thomas. He holds onto it, back to Mackey. Steps to the elbow. Kind of bounces down to the corner. And they reset things around the perimeter. Cross-court pass to Mackey. He was open, passed it up, and a foul call on Dyke New Hartford. Wait a sec. They get it on Stockdale. That's his first. It was away from the ball. 29 seconds to play here in the third quarter. And Jaden Mackey goes to the bench. You heard in our crowd, Mike, Coach Moore thinks they got something good out of this. 27 seconds, AP with a basketball. Neuroth top of the key. What a battle it's been between these two longtime rivals here in the playoffs. Turnaround shot,
there.
Good by Garrett Hempen. 14 feet out, a foot on the free throw line, and he nails it.
That guy is amazing in that spot.
8 seconds to go.
Needs to get 5 seconds.
In the third quarter, straight on three, Johnson lets it fly, gets it to knock down through. It bounced off the cylinder and fell through, and now it's a 1-point game heading to the fourth. Applington Parkersburg 28, Dyke New Hartford 27. Back after this on KQCR.
Campbell Mellema Insurance and Real Estate provides the service you expect. With over 50 years of experience, they are available to assist you with all your insurance and real estate needs. Campbell Mellema Insurance and Real Estate is your local agent, helping protect what's important to you.
From paints to socks, toys to tools, Parkersburg Hardware and Garden Center has it all. Parkersburg Hardware and Garden Center, voted the world's best small-town hardware. 504 Highway 57, Parkersburg. Open 8 to 6 Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 on Saturdays.
Oh, man. It's out hard, but man, this we're back in Parkersburg as we start the fourth quarter in what has proven to be a tight district semifinal game. It's Applington Parkersburg 28, Dyke New Hartford 27. DNH outscored AP 12-8 in that third period. AP with 28 points through 3. That's typically what they have through one period a lot of the time this season.
Yes, it is.
Averaging around 82 points a game. Not this time, though. Just underway in the fourth quarter. Falcons with the ball. They toss it across the floor. It's Hempen. Fakes a pass to the left, goes to the right. Round the perimeter, it's Neuroth. Bouncing off bodies, down to the corner right side, and they reset top of the key. Now they send it over to Mackey, holds it overhead, lobs it up for Thomas.
I think Garrett's going to have it again, yep.
Yep, Hempen takes a shot, and no foul called. Mackey, baseline left, goes along the baseline. Underhand layup is missed. He hits the floor and bounces straight back up. Here comes Dyke New Hartford, a chance to take the lead. Kolash hangs onto it, and he backs up close to the corner. Guarded by Newroth. Wolverines with a basketball. A tense one here tonight. 1 minute gone here in the fourth quarter. 7 minutes left in regulation. It's Stockdale holding onto it in the left wing.
Look at the lane is, there's nobody in the lane. Mr. Hogstead is guarding to get somebody near the half court. Now there's somebody in the lane.
There. Here comes Stockdale. And his jumper is good from the left side of the lane. Wolverines on top, 29-28. 6.5 minutes to play. Here come the Falcons with the basketball. Let's see if they can crank up the pace and close this one out. Nerves are tight here in Parkersburg, and a foul is called. A high pass was corralled by Gavin Thomas. Stockdale was flying in to contest it, and contact right at the last second, and they get the foul on Stockdale. Do they get Graves, actually? I think it should be Stockdale.
That's it. Well, referees were there. We were just off the court. You know, basketball is a game of momentum, and right now, Dyke New Hartford has the momentum. I can just see it in their kids' eyes. They're a little lighter on their feet than Appleton Parkersburg is right now. Appleton Parkersburg needs to get something going offensively, and Dyke New Hartford's zone is just throwing them off. We're trying to get the ball into Christian Hogstead, not able to get it. Jaden seems a little out of sync right now. Somebody's going to have to take the ball by the horns, and there's
Garrett Hempen taking it to the rack, bouncing through the lane right side, and he puts it in. Falcons back on top. Garrett Hempen up to 5 points now. I'll check that. Scoreboard says 7 points. A lower scoring night for him, but he's had some big buckets here in this game.
You know, one thing that's going to come down to play here is Dyke New Hartford has 2 timeouts left. Appleton Parkersburg has 5. Typically, you want to use them late. There's going to come a time, I think Dyke New Hartford is going to wish they wouldn't have used that possession with 4 minutes left in the first quarter.
Wolverines with the basketball. They're getting swarmed by the Falcons at the midcourt stripe.
Down to 1.
And Coach Moore calls a full timeout. 5:25 to go in the fourth. It's Appleton Parkersburg 30, Dyke New Hartford 29. Back after this on KQCR.
Pit Stop Auto Service and Detailing. We're called Pit Stop for a reason. When timeliness and accuracy matters, we're the best auto shop to turn to. Repairs, maintenance, and detailings are the core of our business. Stop on by our location at 108 6th Street, Parkersburg when you need to take a pit stop.
Back in Parkersburg, Wolverines with the basketball out of the full timeout. They just have 1 timeout left. AP still with all 5. 5:10 to play in the fourth. Here comes Johnson down to the right side of the lane, and they dish it back outside. 5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Appleton Parkersburg 30, Dyke New Hartford 29. Here comes Graves flying into the lane against Hogstead. He uses up his dribble. Got to get the pass away. Bounces it out, and Thomas nearly got the steal. Now Stockdale just loses the handle on it. Here comes Hempen, racing down the floor. Gets it right side to Mackey. Bouncing off Kolash. Mackey too strong. Rebound fought for by Hogstead. Turns around and rattles it in. And he pounds the floor with his foot and pumps up the crowd. 30-second timeout called. What a huge bucket for Christian Hogstead.
Yep. Anybody who's played sports remembers their senior year.
Oh, yeah.
And Christian Hogstead is not going to let Appleton Parkersburg, and I don't know if he's not going to let us lose, but he's not going to let a loose ball. He's going to get it.
Oh, yeah.
He's pumped up.
Goes up with the right hand, rattles it down through on the hook shot, and puts the Falcons on top by 3, 32-29 after the missed layup by Jaden Mackey running up the bucket. Mackey with still just 4 points in the game.
Yeah, really. And the kids are, his teammates are trying to pump him up a little bit. I'm not sure. Maybe he's not feeling well. I don't have the inside scoop on that.
He's still out there on the floor. They need him out there either way.
Appling and Parkersburg is going to put a little pressure. So if you're not watching on the YouTube channel, Appling and Parkersburg putting full court pressure on Dike New Hartford. Trying to get a 10 call, but they are able to break the half court barrier, and here we go.
32-29, Falcons with the lead, 4.5 to play in the ball game. Wolverines still well alive. They've dialed up the perfect game plan here against these Falcons. Here's Stockdale, guarded by Thomas. Now he takes off to the left and dishes a pass to Eichenberg. Guarded by Hogstead. It's Graves with it. Goes to the right. Hogstead still out there. And there it is, and Coach Thomas, fist in the air.
Well, as I told you earlier, John, when you have one timeout left and you're trying to stall, your options as a dribbler are, I've either got to find a teammate, I've got to throw it off their leg, or I have to call a timeout. Well, you don't want to use your last timeout with 4 minutes left in the ball game, so he was out on an island.
Falcons with 4 timeouts left. 4:09 to play in regulation. Falcons with the ball. Here's Hempen, goes down to the short corner, and a whistle. They say he stepped on the baseline. It's Wolverine basketball.
We're face guarding full court.
So Hempen turns it over down to the offensive end for Applington Parkersburg. In a 1-possession game. Eichenberg looking to get it in, and they were really close to 5 seconds that time, and they do get it into Graves. So he jogs it into the front court here for Dike New Hartford. We're halfway through the 4th quarter. 32-29 Falcons. Eichenberg down to the baseline left and bounces it out to Stockdale. He pops up a 3, just standing there, and he puts it in. It's a tie game. Jacob Stockdale into double figures with that tray.
Well,
here come the Falcons.
Heck of a shot. He didn't look like he was going to shoot it, and then he just rose up and drained it.
Unconscious, man. 3.5 to play. We're tied up. They toss it to Thomas. Brings it up top of the key. Let's see if one of these teams can close it out. Hempen a 3. Missed it short. Rebound is chased down by Thomas, and the Falcons keep it alive. Down to the left side of the lane. Foul called on the Wolverines. Ball was on the floor, and the Falcons are lucky to get that call.
And neither team will probably get to the 1-and-1. When you limit possessions, you limit fouls. Dike New Hartford has 3 team fouls. Appling and Parkersburg 2.
Hempen inbound, gets it into Thomas, up to Mackey, dribbles it right at the free throw line and turns around, double teamed out there. 3:15 to play in a tie game. Here comes Mackey, down to the right wing, crosses over back to the left and throws it to Thomas. Falcons in a close game here late in this one. Haven't had many close games this year.
Not like this. Well, we had the Wapsie game was close.
That's about it. Here's Mackey, pops up a right wing 3. Good! Here he is, Jaden Mackey. Finally, it's 35-32. Woo! Jaden Mackey up to 7 points.
Appling and Parkersburg needs a turnover by Dike New Hartford. They need a steal.
Dike New Hartford, on the other hand, needs a bucket. Here's Graves left wing, down to 2.5 to play.
There's Stockdale.
Had the 3 earlier.
Up. He wanted it again.
Graves top of the key as the Falcon crowd and the Wolverine crowd come to life. Here's a baseline drive, cross-court pass. Eichenberg goes for the tie. It swirls out. Rebound is tipped around, controlled by Johnson of the Wolverines. They keep the possession alive. Here's Graves. Throws it up to Eichenberg.
2 minutes and 5 seconds left. If you're listening on your radio or watching on the YouTube channel, we're at 2 minutes.
Graves holds on to a left wing. Nearly lost a pass. It's Meester into the game, guarded by Mackey. Johnson pops up a corner 3. Air ball too strong. Rebound goes to Hogstead. Here come the Falcons.
They're going to foul. They're going to foul.
And there it is. This one goes on.
That's their
Colin Meester.
4th team foul. 3 more to get to 1-and-1 for Appling and Parkersburg.
So you think they're just going to foul until they get to the 1-and-1?
Yes.
One of those things? Okay. Mackey tosses it into Hempen. And the Wolverines lay off for now. Hempen gets into the front court. And now it's Hempen hanging on to it at the logo. They're just passing it back and forth now. Down to 1:35 to go.
They called red, which is man-to-man. Now I look for a foul.
There it is.
Usually, a coach usually has a code name. Sometimes it's fire, sometimes it's hot. Theirs is red. Means you're going to go after him and foul.
There's Stockdale getting called for his 2nd personal foul. Wolverines now with 5 team fouls. It's Appleton Parkersburg 35, Dyke New Hartford 32.
Garrett can just keep dribbling on that side of the half court. They're going to foul again.
Minute 24 in regulation.
Called red.
And there's the foul. This one is on Stockdale again, so that's his third personal.
Now Dyke New Hartford, I'm sure Coach Moore in his pocket has the free throw percentages of the Falcons, so you have to be a little bit selective on who you foul. I know who I wouldn't foul.
Also on who commits the foul too, and Stockdale with 3.
Yes, that is true.
Timeout called by Greg Moore.
Well, that's the last one with a minute 21.
It's a full timeout. We'll keep it right here, though.
They're out of timeouts.
A minute 21 to play in the fourth quarter. Appleton Parkersburg 35, Dyke New Hartford 32. And you're right, the timeouts are the number of timeouts is going to play a big role in this game here in the final minute 21. AP still with 4, and Dyke New Hartford needs to commit one more team foul to get AP into the single bonus. So let's run through some free throw percentages here. As far as the 5 who are going to be on the floor, they're probably going to see if they can try to foul, I don't know, the lowest percentage is going to be Christian Hogstead, but he's still knocking them down at 60%.
He is, and the Christian Hogstead won't have the ball because it's going to be with one of the guards at Appleton Parkersburg. So you're talking about Hempen at 85%, you're talking about Thomas at 81% and Mackey at 75. Sounds strange, but you might want to follow Jaden.
Right.
He just hasn't hit his free throws. He's not in sync tonight. I love the kid, he's just not in sync. So I'm going to guess it's either going to be Cooper Hoff or Jaden Mackey that they're going to foul.
Cooper Hoff only 15 free throw attempts this season. He's 12 of 15. So the 5 on the floor for the Falcons are Hoff, Thomas, Hempen, Mackey, and Hogstead. It's 1 bench player and 4 starters.
And for the Wolverines, we got Kolash, Stockdale, Johnson. Here we go.
Also Eichenberg and Graves in the game. Minute 17, here comes Hempen into the front court. Now they dish a pass to Mackey, guarded by Johnson. Wolverines not committing that 7th foul yet. Minute 10 to play. There it is. Along the sideline, and as soon as they got the ball to Cooper Hoff, they committed the foul. So 1 and 1 for Hoff.
I had a feeling it was going to be Hoff they were going to foul. Now they're going to do a little offense, defense. Dyke New Hartford is. Appleton Parkersburg's bringing in Cale Ryer.
Big free throw opportunity for Cooper Hoff, the sophomore. One of the biggest moments of this dude's young career.
Yes, it is.
Trying to beat the rivals in the playoffs. So into the game comes
Bixby
of Dyke New Hartford. Out goes Graves. A minute 8 to play.
No timeouts, Dyke New Hartford. 4 timeouts, Appleton Parkersburg. We're in the 1 and 1 the rest of the way, and Dyke New Hartford shouldn't see the line unless we do a foul on shot.
All right, here we go, 1 and 1. Student section waving their fingers. First free throw up, good. Cooper Hoff hits it.
That's huge.
That's his first point of the game, believe it or not, too. 36-32 Falcons. Coach Moore says go all the way to the rim, man.
Take it to the basket. You either get fouled or get a layup.
One more coming up for Cooper Hoff in a 4-point game. Minute 8 to play. It's up and good. He switches them both. 37-32. Wolverines have no timeouts left. A minute 8 to play. Appleton Parkersburg trying to hold off a scare on their home court here in the playoffs and send the Wolverines packing. Minute 7, and here comes Dyke New Hartford.
Going to take it all the way to the basket. One of them is probably Jacob Stockdale.
He's got it right now in the right wing, guarded by Thomas. He goes along a baseline drive and stops the drive, dishes it out. They get it underneath to Bixby, who lays it in for 2.
And they can't call timeout, so.
What a find for Dyke New Hartford. And here comes Thomas into the front court. Foul on Dyke New Hartford goes on Johnson. They were banging bodies down the floor.
Stockdale.
Okay. So it was away from the ball then.
Gavin Thomas shoots 81.6% from the line.
37-34. AP with the lead with 47 seconds to play. First free throw, good. Front end of 1 and 1. And he will earn another.
Keep it 2 possessions.
Thomas up to 16 points for AP.
He's going one in double figures for the Falcons and Stockdale for the Wolverines.
Second one rattled in. It's good. 39-34. Back to a 5-point game. Here come the Wolverines. Got to move with some tempo now. In stark contrast to the rest of the night. Down to 40 seconds. And a foul called on Cale Ryard of AP against Brewer Eichenberg. So that is his first and the third on the Falcons. What do you think of that foul there?
I'm not sure if that was designed or by accident.
So they get it in. Wolverines with the ball. It's Johnson spinning top of the circle. Fires it down for Meester, cutting to the lane. Kicks it out. Eichenberg pops up a three from the corner. Rims out. And Hogstead tips the rebound to Mackey, who dribbles it and is fouled on the dribble. And now the Falcon crowd is rising up to their feet, as AP is going to look to close this thing out at the free throw line. 39-34. Appleton Parkersburg showing some true grit tonight.
Boy, it was electric in this gym, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Holy Toledo.
Front end of 1-1 for Mackey is no good. The door remains ajar for Dyke and Hartford. 22 seconds and a foul.
Foul on Hempen.
A 5-point game with 21.5 seconds left.
Well, what that does, I guess, is it slows them down from going to the basket. Now they have to take the ball, and it's more of a set possession instead of in transition.
All right, they get it in to Johnson. Top of the key, pops up a three. Missed it short. Rebound controlled by Thomas. Falcons are going to try to put this one away at the line yet again. And now the crowd for AP really comes to life. 14 seconds to play, and Gavin Thomas will shoot free throws. And it is 2 shots as the Falcons are in the double bonus. 14.1 seconds. Thomas spins the ball. And the first free throw is good.
And look at the score, John.
First one to 40. You're the man. 40-34, AP with the lead. Second free throw's up and good. Thomas goes 2 for 2. Falcons have hit their free throws down the stretch. Coach Thomas is excited, and so is the AP crowd. We'll keep it right here for the final timeout of the game. Full timeout called by Coach Thomas. But what a win this is going to be for Appleton Parkersburg. Last time we saw this team get into a scenario like the Wapsie Valley game, we saw it come down to crunch time and the Falcons weren't able to finish it off. But Coach Thomas, after that Wapsie game, he said this is going to be good for us down the stretch, coming into the playoffs. And look what that team did out here tonight.
Yeah, sometimes you have to look at, a team never wants to lose, but sometimes when you do lose, you really take a long, hard look in the mirror, like what do we need to get better at, or could this happen again? What are we going to do? And we really responded in the second quarter when we outscored them 18-7 to get back into it and get ahead. But now it's coming down to free throws. So Appleton Parkersburg should feel pretty good. Up 7, 14 seconds. And with Dyke and Hartford with the ball. I don't look for us to foul anymore. I look for Appleton Parkersburg to, because quite honestly, if it takes 8 to 9 seconds to get down, we might not have to take the ball out of bounds.
12 seconds, and here come the Wolverines. Eichenberg going to foul against Ryard.
That's why I'm not coaching.
Yeah, all right. And that's the 5th team foul on AP. And Eichenberg to inbound it from right in front of us. Looking. And he tosses it into Meester. 9 seconds. Here's Eichenberg popping up a three. He banks it in.
Just leave it. We don't need to, Appleton Parkersburg doesn't need to take the ball out of it.
Right. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and that's the game. Appleton Parkersburg 41, Dyke New Hartford 37. And Coach Thomas and Coach Moore share a long embrace in the handshake line. Appleton Parkersburg comes away with a 4-point victory on their home court, and the Wolverines, after an extremely hard-fought battle, will wrap up their season. Final score once again, Appleton Parkersburg 41, Dyke New Hartford 37. Back after this for post-game coverage from Parkersburg on KQCR.
when they